in the heart of 12th century England, during the reign of King Stephen, in a time known as the Anarchy, when England was embroiled in civil war and chaos. The village of Woolpit lay nestled among rolling hills and dense forests. It was a place of simple, hard-working folk, where life followed the rhythms of the seasons. The village's name came from the deep pits dug to trap wolves, a constant threat to their livestock. One late summer day during the harvest, as the villagers were busy gathering crops, the golden light of the setting sun casting long shadows, a farmer made his way to check on his traps. He expected the usual, a few snarling wolves or, more often, nothing at all. But today was different. As he approached one of the deeper pits, the farmer heard soft, muffled voices, unlike any he had ever heard before. Peering over the edge, he was startled to see two small figures, a boy and a girl, huddled together. Their skin had a strange green hue, and their clothes were made from a fabric he did not recognize. The children looked up at him with wide, frightened eyes, and spoke rapidly in a language he couldn't understand. Word of the mysterious children spread quickly through Woolpit. The villagers gathered, curious and cautious. The children were brought to the home of Sir Richard de Calne, a local knight who was known for his kindness and wisdom. There, the children were offered food, but they refused everything except raw beans, which they ate ravenously. Days turned into weeks, and slowly the girl began to pick up a few words of English. She told a story of a place called St. Martin's Land, a twilight world separated from theirs by a vast river. She spoke of perpetual dusk and a shining land seen from across the river. The boy, however, grew weaker and eventually passed away, leaving the girl alone to adapt to her new life. Over time, the green tint of her skin faded. She was baptized and given the name Agnes. As she grew, she integrated into the village and even married a local man. Yet the mystery of her and her brother's origins remained unsolved. Where had they truly come from? Was St. Martin's Land a real place? Or was it a figment of a child's imagination, shaped by trauma and displacement? The girl began hesitantly, her English still halting.
I come from a place called St. Martin's Land. It is always twilight there, with no bright sun like here. Our world is bathed in a soft greenish glow.
She paused, gathering her thoughts before continuing.
We lived in a small village, much like this one, surrounded by fields and forests. The river that separates our land from another shone with a light of its own, almost as if it were made of silver. Across the river, we could see a bright and dazzling land, but no one from our village had ever ventured there. It was said to be a place of great beauty, but also of great danger.
Her eyes grew distant as she recalled the day that changed everything.
One day, my brother and I were tending to our family's flock near the edge of the forest. We were curious, always exploring and playing games. We wandered too far into the woods and came upon a cave. We had never seen it before, and it seemed to beckon us inside. We entered the cave, holding hands tightly. As we walked deeper, the light from the outside faded, and we were in complete darkness. We walked on, feeling our way along the walls until suddenly we were blinded by a bright light ahead, and there was a loud bang. Then we were no longer in the cave. Everything was different. The sky was no longer greenish but a brilliant blue, and there was a bright light shining high above us. We didn't know where we were. The land was strange and unfamiliar. We tried to find our way back to the cave, but it was nowhere to be found. Tired and scared, we wandered until we found ourselves here.
As the years passed, the story of the Green Children of Woolpit was documented by two notable chroniclers of the time, Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh. These men, both respected in their fields, gave the tale a sense of authenticity and intrigue that has endured through centuries. Ralph of Coggeshall, an abbot with a keen interest in recording the strange and wondrous, included the story in his chronicle. His account provides detailed descriptions of the children's appearance, their diet, and their gradual adaptation to village life. Ralph wrote,
"They were clothed in garments of a strange color, made of unknown material. Their hair was of a remarkable green hue, like that of the skin, which was tinged with a peculiar shade of green."
William of Newburgh, a historian with a critical eye, also recorded the tale. While he approached the story with a degree of skepticism, his account is no less compelling. William noted,
During harvest, while the reapers were employed in gathering the produce of the fields, two children, a boy and a girl, completely green in their persons, and clad in garments of a strange color and unknown materials, emerged from these wolf pits. They were unable to speak our language but seemed to converse in their own tongue. They appeared bewildered by the world around them, as if they had come from a place vastly different from our own.
The chronicler's accounts give us a glimpse into the mindset of medieval England, where the line between the natural and the supernatural was often blurred. In an age without the scientific explanations we rely on today, stories like that of the Green Children were seen as both wondrous and possible. But what could have been the real story behind these mysterious children? This question has puzzled historians and enthusiasts alike for centuries, leading to a variety of theories that range from the plausible to the fantastic. Among the many theories about the origins of the Green Children of Woolpit, some of the most fascinating involve the fantastic and the extraordinary. One popular theory suggests that the children were not from our world at all, but from another dimension. According to this idea, St. Martin's Land could be an alternate reality or a parallel universe. The children's description of their homeland, a place of perpetual twilight, fits the idea of a world with a different sun or atmosphere. Another captivating theory is that the children were extraterrestrials. Some propose that they came from another planet where the light is dim, and their green skin could be due to the presence of chlorophyll, similar to plants on Earth. This theory ties into the broader hypothesis of ancient astronauts, suggesting that extraterrestrials have visited Earth throughout history and might have left behind evidence of their presence in stories like this. There are also those who believe that the Green Children might have been inhabitants of a subterranean world. Legends of hidden realms beneath the Earth's surface abound in various cultures. According to this theory, St. Martin's Land could be a vast underground kingdom, and the children somehow found their way to the surface, bewildered by the sunlight and the strange customs of the surface dwellers. While more mainstream theories attempt to explain the mystery with historical and scientific reasoning, some historians suggest that the children were actually Flemish immigrants. During the 12th century, Flemish people were often persecuted in England, and it's possible the children had fled from violence, becoming lost and disoriented. Their strange language could have been Flemish, which the villagers of Woolpit may not have recognized. Their green skin might have been symptoms of chlorosis, a condition caused by dietary deficiencies, particularly a lack of iron, or some other illness. This would explain why their skin returned to a normal color once they adapted to the local diet. The children's initial preference for raw beans might have been due to familiarity with similar foods in their homeland, or simply a result of extreme hunger. By presenting both the fantastic and the grounded theories, We see how a simple story can capture the imagination and curiosity of people across centuries. The mystery of the Green Children of Woolpit endures not just because of the strangeness of their appearance and origins, but because it touches on deeper themes of displacement, survival, and the human fascination with the unknown. So, where did the Green Children of Woolpit really come from? Were they visitors from another world, inhabitants of a hidden realm, or simply lost children from a neighboring land? The answer, like many great mysteries, remains elusive, inviting us to ponder and explore the limits of our knowledge and imagination. So what do you think? Share your thoughts and theories. I'm Dwayne, and this has been Eden's a Mystery. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth.
Whispering winds tell tales unknown, secrets of the past have flown through the trees and ancient stones, where the mystery calls us home. Footsteps lost in time's embrace, hidden shadows leave no trace, and the depths of space's grace we uncover dreams to chase. Edens of mystery, where stories come alive, unveiling history, where wonders all thrive. From the earth to sky so wide, voyage through where truths reside. In the dark or in the light, we seek answers through the night. Science whispers in its code, nature's wonders to behold. In the threads, stories told, every secret, every fold.